Hi, my name is Alan and I will step by step guide you through the first days of your drumming journey. Welcome to Groove Factory's YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel and activate the notification bell to be updated about new stuff that we will upload on our channel. Thank you. Stay with me for your drumming journey. At Groove Factory, we are trying to keep it as simple as possible with lots of fun. The goal is to be able to play along your favorite song as soon as possible. For that, you need to know the basic names of the drums and how they are written on the 5 staff. So now, as you can see, this is my electronic drum kit, and I will one by one show you the parts of the drum set, the names of them, the sound, and how we will write them on the 5 staff. So the first drum we are starting with is the bass drum. Bass drum is down there, and this is the sound, bass drum, with a bass drum pedal. And we mostly play the bass drum with our right foot. This is the sound. Okay. Now, the next drum I want to show you is the snare drum. This is the snare drum. And the next drum would be tom 1, tom 2, and tom 3. As you see, tom 1 is the high tom, the tom 2 is the mid tom, and tom 3 is the low tom. Now, bass drum is the lowest part of our drum. The lowest one is tom 3, and then we move to tom 2 as the next lowest one. Then we have the snare drum and tom 1. This is how we write the notes of these drums on the 5 staff. So here we are with the staff, 5 staff. Notes are written between the lines or on the line. And the lower the pitch of the instrument, they will be written at the bottom. So as you remember, the lowest part of our drum set was the bass drum. So the bass drum will get the lowest one down here. This is the bass drum. And next lowest pitch was the tom 3. So this is tom 3, gets one up. Next lowest one was tom 2. Tom 2. And then we came to snare drum. This is where the snare drum is written. Snare drum. And then above the snare drum, the pitch was for tom 1. So this is how we write down the notes for the drums, which is very easy, as you see. So each time we see a note on one of the staff, we know which part of our drum set we have to hit. Okay, now as drummers, we have also not only the drums, also the cymbals. We have 3 main cymbals: hi-hat, crash, where the name comes from the sound actually, and also on the right side, the ride cymbal. The ride cymbal. These are our 3 main cymbals. The hi-hat is very special because I can open it up and play. I can close it with my left foot and play. I can even do with my left foot the hi-hats playing. And normally, if we sit behind the kit, we put our right foot on the bass drum and our left foot on the hi-hat. This is how we do it. And the crash is played with the shoulder of the stick, not with the tip, with the shoulder of the stick. So if I want to play the crash, with the shoulder, not with the tip. The hi-hat is also played with the shoulder, and the ride is quite always played with the tip. Now back to our 5 staff. How we write down the symbols in the drums, drum notation. It's very easy. All symbols are kind of crosses. They are not written as normal notes. They are kind of a cross, and a plain cross like this indicates that we have to hit the hi-hat. A cross with a circle around it indicates that we have to play the crash symbol. And a cross with a line in the middle is the ride symbol. So each time we see one of those, we have to hit the right part of our instrument. So this is the basic notation of drums, what we will discuss the next couple of sessions. You don't need to get them necessarily by heart. It's quite easy to remember. So the lower the notes, the lower the sound, and the higher the notes, the higher the sound. And each time we have to deal with real notes like this, real note shapes. So we have to deal with our drums. But kind of X or crosses, they are all indicating that we have to play our symbols. One of the most important part of our job is to properly holding the sticks. The sticks are actually very important for us. We have to see the sticks as our real instrument. We don't need necessarily those drums and cymbals to say we play an instrument. It's enough if we have our sticks, and we should always go for good sticks, good drumsticks, because they have a very well balanced weight, and the rebound of the stick is always balanced. And I always recommend to spend good money on sticks, because as I said, we have to see them as our instrument, and nobody wants to buy cheap instruments, am I right? How we hold the stick is quite very easy. Couple of things I will definitely give you as tips is we are not allowed to hold our sticks or our instrument too tight. Nobody does that, right? No guitarist would grab the guitar too hard and push on the instrument, or even imagine a saxophone player holding his saxophone too tight, or a trumpet player, the same thing. So if we see this as our instrument, we have to also not hold them too tight. They should be loose, not as loose as they fall, and not too tight, because we are already also hurting ourselves if we push too much or squeeze too much on the sticks. So one thing is not holding them too tight, and the other thing is we are trying to have all the fingers in contact with our sticks. So now that you know the notation of the drums, the sounds, the names of the drums, in the next video I will guide you through the first coordination that we drummers need to master our first groove. With this basic coordination, you can master the first drum groove and play it along nearly 95% of rock and pop music that you daily listen to. Stay with me and thank you for watching.